ago, there was a man who felt the fire in his soul. And through one man's vision, we feel the difference deep in our bones. And we want everyone to know, we are USANA. We're changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard? We dream of a place for all human race to be healthy and happy for life. The future's upon us. We are USANA. Year after year we grew, going forth with the power of two. Now it's changing lives, one person at a time, and it's waiting for you. And there's nothing we can't do. We are USANA. We're changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard? We dream of a place for all human race to be healthy and happy for life. The future's upon us. We are USANA. We go, making the whole world our home. Now together we're standing, one big family, united and strong. We are USANA. We're changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard? We are USANA. We're changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard? We dream of a place for all human race to be healthy and happy for life. The future's upon us. We are USANA.
Welcome everyone to the first virtual European Power Day. Welcome everyone to the first European Virtual Power Day.
Welcome UK team.
A warm welcome to all participants from Germany today. Welcome to our first virtual European Power Day. Welcome to our first virtual convention, European Power Day. Welcome everyone to this first virtual convention, European Power Day. Welcome to all French distributors.
And welcome also to all of our associates and invitees from Belgium and the Netherlands. So Rafa, how are things going in Italy for you?
We're amazing. I'm so honored and proud to lead this amazing and a funny army that is the Italian network. So I'm very proud of what we achieved in 2020. Was really amazing considering the condition we were, and the sunshine outside is showing us that we are in the right direction. And maybe Anna, do you want a little bit of the sunshine vitamin?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, Rafa. We definitely need vitamin D3 in the UK because sun, as you all know, is very thin here. But despite that, UK is flourishing and growing. We are doing so well in the UK. I'm so pleased and proud of all of the USANA UK associates for working hard, for being an amazing, wonderful team, believing in USANA, and even if we've been through some challenges and turbulence, it's made us even stronger and stronger. So thank you all, and very, very proud of you. Products are always with you. This is the best and favorite shake, always here. And how is France doing? I'm going to give you some shake. Erwin, here you go.
Thank you, Anna. Well, you guys in the UK are doing an incredible job. Congratulations. And I think I will ask for this fish and chip flavor for Nutrimil in France, definitely.
So, bravo to all of you. During such a special period, you are able to do an exceptional work with a very rare increase, with a new number of privileged clients, a really exceptional number of active clients. Really outstanding, bravo to you. You knew how to take advantage of the privileged client bonus, incentives and the member promotions, mainly the promotions to Major, Gold Director, Silver Director, as in this period you knew how to share with passion the opportunity of the USANA products, of course in the context of distance contacts. The telephone, of course, the social networks, the shareable lists, the online presentations. We shall continue to make available to you super incentives, super tools, and especially contacts with healthcare experts, online national conventions, incentives, and replays. All this to go even further.
Hey, Toby, let me know, tell me how you guys in Germany are doing. And please test this.
Thanks, mate, but I disagree. I definitely prefer schnitzel, but that's a different topic. To be honest, I'm a little speechless how outstanding the USANA associates in Germany have accepted and mastered this new situation we are currently facing, the new normal. We have had an enormous growth, and that by adopted behavior in a people's business. Share links, webinars, Zoom calls, personal meetings under strict hygiene guidelines, etc., etc., etc. So, guys, you are really ready for the next step, and be sure, just like us. So, thank you very much for being part of the healthiest family on earth here in Germany. And by the way, Nacho, my friend, how is business doing in Spain? I guess you must have taken lots of omega-3 when I see your market's growth.
Thank you, Toby. Yes, USANA, Spain 2021 is going to be an amazing year, and we know it because 2020 has bring us the momentum for 2021. We want to make sure that all of you are going to achieve your USANA business dreams. This is the year that we're committed to you to provide and to deliver the best of us to the best of you. So we're sure that it's going to go as well as 2020, even better and beyond. And speaking of good business and good practices, we have our good friend Liviu that I'm going to give you this sachet because I know you're very talented with this, right?
Hey, thank you, Nacho. And I also want to thank you to USANA Family Romania. 2020 was a challenging year, but thanks to you, we adapted we found our way, even if we lost a little bit of speed. Sometimes in race, is just putting one foot in front of the other, be consistent, and you will regain the speed. So 2021 looks great. It already has very good signs, and I'm excited of the new initiatives that will come. By the way, Devon, isn't it time to really kick off this meeting?
Oh my goodness, I am running a little behind. I've got to get to the studio, guys. I'll see you in just a bit.
So yeah, let's get it started.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hello again, USANA Europe. Luckily, I was able to put on some proper pants. While we joke about some of the things that have made the last year unique, like wearing business on top and lounge on the bottom, we could also talk about children interrupting meetings or the endless reminders to unmute yourself. We don't make light, however, of the many challenges that people throughout the world have faced. And as I reflect on the last year, I'm just amazed at what you've all been able to accomplish despite those challenges. For most of my career, I've actually had the opportunity to lead launches of USANA in many different countries. And I remember when I approached my very first market opening, I was daunted by the enormity of the project. I looked at where we were and where we needed to be, and it was difficult to know what to do just to get started. It wasn't until I broke that project into its basic components that I was able to finally process and prioritize the various steps that would lead to a successful market opening. Now you fast forward to today, and I believe that what allowed USANA's great success in Europe in what has likely been the most challenging year of many of our lives, it was your ability to go back to the basics, but in new and innovative ways. Going back to the basics doesn't mean to do what we've always done. To the contrary, we need to continue to innovate and find new ways of enhancing the customer experience and the business opportunity, but without losing the core components that make USANA so special. At the core of USANA's business is human interaction and relationships. And that basic component that makes our industry and our company so special was even more sought after than ever, despite the format changing from in-person to video calls and text messages. Daily engagement, motivation, and goal setting, which have always been basic requirements of success, are now in some ways easier than ever as digitization of business has increased through necessity of our situation. So today, in USANA's first ever virtual European Power Day, we'll be hearing from experts with experience in direct selling from around the globe to better understand how we can continue to innovate, evolve, and grow in an ever-changing business environment while still going back to the basics that led to the tremendous growth in 2020. We'll be launching new tools, new products, and talking about ways that we can further facilitate innovation, even as we maintain those basic components that make our success possible in 2020. I'm honored and excited for the opportunity to learn from today's presenters and for the opportunity to be a part of the next stage of growth and development in Europe. We're in for a really exciting time, together in purpose, even while physically apart. It's now my privilege to introduce USANA's Executive Vice President of the Americas, Europe, and Australia to give a brief message, Ms. Jeannie Price.
Hello, USANA Europe. I'm so excited to welcome you to our very first Europe Virtual Power Day. First, I would like to thank you for your commitment to build your business despite incredibly challenging circumstances. We know you have worked very hard. We know you have been challenged beyond your limits, and yet you have overcome great obstacles to be here with us today. We admire you and are grateful that you are part of our USANA Europe family. Thank you. You are in for a true Power Day filled event. Devon spoke about focusing on the basics. As you think about how to maximize this event, keep in mind the words live, dream, create, and connect. Live relates to leadership. The first step to become a leader is to live each day with a strong conviction to create and achieve goals with the help of a team. Next is dream. Dreams represent the destiny of our efforts and they help motivate our actions. Third is create. The creation of a USANA business requires marketing strategies backed by powerful and innovative products. Last and most important is connect. Today, more than ever, our ability to connect effectively with others will dictate the effectiveness of our business. USANA's vision to build the healthiest family on earth is now beginning to take shape in Europe, and you are in the front row seat. Congratulations and enjoy your Regional Power Day.
I like USANA because it supports and takes care of her athletes and helps us perform better throughout the season. I like USANA because it allows me to have a stability in my balanced diet and helps me give the most to my daily training sessions.
I love USANA because I'm into anything that helps me achieve and maintain my fitness goals. My energy is always good. My weight cuts are like super easy now, and I couldn't see myself with a better product. I really feel the quality.
I love USANA because they promote optimal recovery always.
I love USANA because their products help me maintain a healthy lifestyle whilst giving me the energy to train hard.
It's so great to see everyone's faces, even while we can't be together in person. It's now my pleasure to introduce one of our keynote speakers. He's a world traveler, renowned international speaker, and has been a USANA associate for 15 years. Presenting from the United States, welcome 3-star Diamond Director and $1 Million Club member, Michael Callejas.
Hello everybody, Mike Callejas here from Los Angeles, California, and I just wanted to welcome you guys to the USANA event. I'm going to be covering a couple of things, but before I get into all of that, I want to tell you guys briefly about myself, just so we're not complete strangers. Once again, my name is Michael Callejas, and I'm 38 years old, and I've been working here at USANA for the past 15 years now. And prior to this, I'll give you guys a little bit of my background. I went to college, I majored in math and economics, and as soon as I finished, I started working in the corporate world. The last job I had before I started my entrepreneurial journey with USANA was I was working for a plumbing electrical company. And what I was doing there was I was hiring and firing, helping the company save money, do things like that, right? Basically crunching numbers for them. And I was putting in about 73 hours a week. So I'm sure anybody would agree that that's way too many hours. I was feeling really stressed out, but I was doing it because I was ambitious. I really wanted to get ahead. I wanted to make money. I wanted to pay off my student loans. I wanted to buy a home. I wanted to travel, help my parents financially. I wanted to do those things, right? So I put my head down and just worked really, really hard. But after about a year of doing that, it just didn't really work out for me. I felt a lot of stress. I felt overwhelmed. And worst of all, I didn't feel like I was making much progress. It got to the point where my eye was doing this thing. I don't know if you guys have ever had it where your eye kind of twitches like that. So my eye was like nonstop like that all day. And I thought, man, I'm young, man. I'm 23 years old at the time. And I was like, I can't be this stressed out. Like I gotta look for some solutions. But thankfully, good fortune came my way, right? And who can explain good fortune? A friend of mine gave me a call, told me about USANA. And I'll be honest, in the very beginning, I was skeptical. I was negative. You know, you get like that sales pitch, your friends telling you, hey, come and check this thing out. It's good. It's business. We're going to make money, things like that. So I was just like, what the heck? What's going on? You know, like, what is this? What is it? So I was very, very skeptical, but I attended a presentation and I heard some of the information that you guys are going to hear today. And by the end of it, I really felt like it was a solid business opportunity. I didn't think it was going to be easy. I didn't think it was a get rich quick scheme type of thing. I felt like it's a business. It's going to be challenging, but I'm willing to put in the work. And that's exactly what I did. So I got started, and my first year I was working my job full-time and I was working my business part-time. So I was only able to dedicate about an hour or two probably per day, okay? So I'm talking about after work, I'd get home, I'd look at my contact list, I'd get some customers, send out samples. I would do things like that in the very, very limited time that I had. But after a year of doing that, I was able to make enough money where I took less time at work. My second year, I broke free and I was able to walk away from my job completely, which was an amazing feeling. I made a 6-figure income. I was feeling awesome. And I'll tell you, those types of results are probably not typical, but for me, for a person that was looking for that, I was looking for that type of income. Some people come involved and they're not looking for a 6-figure business. They're looking to make an extra $100 a month, maybe an extra $200 to $300 a month, that sort of thing. I wasn't looking for that. Like I said, I was looking for that American dream. I was looking for success, and I was willing to do whatever it took. As long as it was legal, moral, and ethical, I was willing to do that. So things went really well for me. By the time I was 30 years old, of course, business had been booming, and I was able to become a millionaire, one of the $1 Million Club members in USANA, which was an awesome and such a huge milestone. So once you make that type of money, right, what do you do? All right. I think that once you make money, you want to enjoy it. Okay. So I spent the next about 7 to 8 years of my life after that just dedicating to traveling. So you guys follow me on social media, you guys can see that I visited over 118 countries, started really getting involved with different cultures, checking it out, eating foods all over the world, just living in my suitcase, literally, right? But it was such a beautiful, liberating feeling to say, man, I can work and I can travel simultaneously, because everything I was doing from my phone, I was doing it from my laptop. So I thought, this is a dream. I was like, this is great. Like, what can go wrong, right? Well, you never want to ask that question, because in 2020, I think we all felt what happened. Okay, 2020 was a rough year for a lot of people. Here in the United States, we were hit with so many different things. Obviously, the pandemic came about. People lost jobs. So many people were struggling. And then the worst thing that could have happened in my life happened, okay? So my parents, I've always preached health to them. I've always told them, like, take care of your health, take your vitamins, drink water, exercise. And of course, I'm a huge ambassador for that at USANA. I exercise, I eat well, I'm 38 years old, I'm feeling good. But what ended up happening was my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I'll be honest, it's been one of the hardest things to hear. And as a son, there's a lot of people who react different, and it was during this pandemic, right? So my brothers, people were crying, people were upset. And I thought to myself, let's do this, bring it on. Let's tackle this thing together, shaved my head. So normally I have hair, but as you can see, I'm pretty smooth right now. So shaved my head, and I started going back to everything that I learned with USANA. So even though USANA is a business, don't forget it's a health company before it's a business. So I was learning everything about health for the last 15 years. And it's so crazy how things work, right? God works in mysterious ways. It came to that point where I had to apply everything that I've learned to give my mom that fighting chance. So we started drinking more water. My mom was not drinking enough water for sure. Started drinking more water, got her to exercise, got her to take all of her nutritional supplements. Now I'm literally with her night and day. Obviously the pandemic has grounded a lot of people, but I came back, got my mom, moved her in, and I said, let's do this, Mom. So it's not like my mom is doing all the things on her own. Like, I'm literally there saying, time to take your vitamins. Let's go right now. Drink your water. Let me see how much water. Like, I'm with her night and day, literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, taking her to her chemo sessions, doing everything to help my mom get through this. And I'm feeling very, very blessed and very, very thankful, because USANA has given me that opportunity in a weird way, right? If you think about it. Because I have the money, I have the time, and I have the best nutritional products in the world. And putting all of that together at this time in my life has been a huge blessing. So that's a little bit about my life story in a nutshell. And that's why I'm so passionate about USANA. I want to share with people how to go over, or how to overcome, should I say, the challenges that face all generations, money, time, and health. So the first one let's talk about is the money, right? When you talk about money, it's a sensitive subject for some people. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to challenge people or whatever. We all want to make different amounts of money. And there's some people who say money's the root of all evil. And I ask people, do you want a lot of evil in your bank account or a little evil in your bank account, right? And most times people say, yeah, I want a lot of evil in there. So, we want to have that money, and it's not because we want to have all these fancy things. But I always think the more money you have, the more choices you have. Like, you have the choice to give your mom or your parents good treatment, right? Good medical treatment. You have that choice, right? If you don't have the money, sometimes you're limited to whatever is available. You have the money, you have the opportunity to take time off of work and not worry about it. Thankfully for me, I work from home and I do that. So it works out for me. But I want everybody to be in a situation where money's not a problem. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about it. But the world economy is changing, and how we make money is changing. If you guys look at companies that are disrupting all types of industries, we look at companies like Amazon, the way we buy products, the way we look for products, the type of cars we drive, with Tesla, Facebook, the way we connect with people, the way we travel, Airbnb, Netflix, the way we see content, in movie theaters, what's going on. And then Uber, it's just the way we get around. It's an amazing thing to see how many things are being disrupted. All of this has happened in the last 10 or so some odd years. And when we look at that, what has changed? Traditional retail. I think traditional retail has taken a huge hit. And I'm giving you guys some older numbers. The numbers are more staggering now than then. But between 2006 and 2016, you can see a lot of traditional retail vendors just tanked, okay? They dropped so much to the point where a lot of them have gone under. Companies have closed here in the United States. And with the pandemic, of course, if you were not adapted online, you were hit even harder. So Amazon has thrived, over 2,000% growth now. Oh my gosh, huge things that Amazon is doing. And it's not just Amazon. Companies that are old school, let's say like McDonald's, right? McDonald's was around before the internet, okay? So what have they done? Have they just said, well, we've always been traditional, we do drive-through, that's our way? Or is McDonald's saying, no, let's make fast food even faster? So now you can order and it'll be delivered directly to your house. So you don't even have to go to McDonald's and risk the chance of being seen by your friend there and being embarrassed. You can just eat your Big Mac at home where nobody can see you, right? But the whole point I'm trying to make is that they made that adaptation. They adapted to the current world. I'll give you guys an interesting fact. If you guys look into McDonald's a little bit, okay, last couple of years, they've closed more McDonald's than they've opened, but their sales are still solid. So what do you think that means? Like they're closing businesses, right? Less employees, but sales are still doing great. The reason why is because they've made the shift. They've adapted to the online business platform. So what I'm asking you guys is, are you working online right now? Are you building a business online? Are you working online? Some people are because of the pandemic, but I'm saying, are you 100% online? And if you're not, you should really think about doing something online because the world's changing and we have to be prepared for something like that. All right, so advertising has been a big issue for businesses. Social media influencers have changed it. We're watching the Super Bowl, which is, American football here. It was a couple of weeks ago. And during the Super Bowl, commercials are millions and millions of dollars for a few seconds. And it does not guarantee that one product will sell. Whereas if I were to tell 10 friends about USANA, there's a chance that one or two might buy. Make sense? So do you guys understand the power of word of mouth? So social media influencers are doing that through their Facebooks, their Instagrams, their TikToks, their Twitter pages and YouTube channels. They're promoting products all over the place. People like LeBron James and Kanye West and The Rock, they're doing these things, right? So it's amazing to see how they can make money. But everybody who's watching this right now, you are all social media influencers. If you've ever taken a picture of something like food or a movie or a book or a workout regimen or anything that you've promoted on your social media, you're an influencer, right? Because people heard about it. However, the question is, did you get paid for it, right? And if you didn't get paid for it, well, you should, okay? You should get paid for it. And that's the whole idea and concept behind USANA, is that we're getting paid for our word of mouth advertisement. We're getting paid when customers buy the products that we're promoting, we're getting compensated for it. And if it's a product that you love, like me, I love USANA for what it's done for me and my family and everything. Like, I love the product, so it doesn't feel like a sale. It just feels like I'm talking about something that I really enjoy, okay? Just like these social media influencers. So how do everyday people make money right now? Well, there's only 4 ways to really do it. So you can just have a look at this and think about where you fall in and where you want to be. But if you guys look, there's people that have a job, there's people that are self-employed, there's people that have a business, and then there's investors. So there's only 4 areas, okay? So I break it down to the right side of my screen and the left side of my screen, right? So if you look at the left side where you have the job or self-employed, those areas were hit very, very hard, right? And there's people who said, I have a secure, stable job. I don't have to worry about it. I like that secure, stable job. The way that I see it is there's no such thing as a secure and stable job because you can get fired at any moment. Here you can work for the government, and it's pretty stable there, and it's pretty secure, right? Very hard to be fired, but that's very rare. There's not a lot of people in that. There's not enough jobs to employ everyone, right? So you got to understand that there's not a lot of those secure, stable jobs. As far as self-employed, when I think about self-employed, I think about all the Uber drivers that were like, you know what? I like being my own boss. I'm a massage therapist. I'm an Uber driver. I'm a photographer. I'm a, whatever it is, something self-employed. What happened to those people? A lot of people were hit hard too, because people don't want to have contact right now, or nobody wants to get in Ubers right now. So it's just crazy. Like what I'm getting at is that if you're on the left side, you're depending on someone else. Okay, you're not 100% in control of what's happening. However, if you're on the right side, if you start your own business, you're in control, right? You can adapt. You should have seen the businesses that adapted here, in the year 2020. It was crazy. There were businesses that said, okay, we can't eat indoors. We're going to open outdoor tents, and we're going to put chairs outside, and we're going to eat outside. Okay, we're going to do delivery now. Now we're going to order on Uber Eats, or we're going to now sell on Uber Eats. It's crazy. Like, if people are business owners, I like that, because you have the opportunity to solve the problems, and you're in the driver's seat. You're in control. One of the big challenges, though, with starting a business is that it's expensive. A lot of people don't have that money to start up, right? The startup capital, inventory. They don't even know which product to sell. They don't know where to start. It's overwhelming. It's just, starting a business is easier said than done. Something that's pretty cool, I think, and something that has grown in the last just few months is investing. It's crazy. I think this is where all of us want to be, right? Can you imagine you're just investing money, right? You're putting a little money here, a little money there. You see it go up 5-10% every year. And you're like, this is great. I like to live my life like this, right? Yes, ideally, we all want to be investors. And it's so cool because nowadays, over the last just few months, if you guys have been following the news, following Wall Street, you guys will see that people got really excited about investing. Now, why is this? I don't think it was just the last few months. I think this goes back to maybe like March of 2020. When people were laid off, when people were furloughed, it gave people an opportunity to say, okay, I'm home. What should I do? I need to make money. I need to do something from home. And then comes along Robinhood, right? An application in the United States. I'm not sure if it's global, but there's different applications where you could buy stocks, right? Buy and sell stocks. So this application pops up. People in America jump on it. And now everyday people, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, teachers, plumbers, you name it. They're buying and selling stocks, okay? And we're seeing this happen, and it's getting trendy, and it got really, really popular, where we saw, GameStop. I don't know if you guys have been following on the news, but we saw GameStop shoot up to $400 a share. It was insane. So what we're seeing is that there's a new audience. Everybody wants to play the game, right? And I'm very excited about that. I love seeing people invest because it's where we all want to be. But the challenge with this is if you don't have money, you can't invest, right? You're going to invest $10 into the stock market, good luck, right? So I'm just letting you guys know you want to have that cash flow, which brings me back now to starting your own business. But starting your own business as a USANA business, and why that's a good option. Because you could literally start a USANA business for less than $100, okay? Which is an amazing, amazing thing. Very, very low startup capital, and it has the potential for big returns with sweat equity, right? That means you got to work it to make it grow, but you have your business now. And with that money, with that cash flow, now you can go back to investing, right? So I look at a business like USANA and why it's so good and why it's so relevant. And I tell people, I love the USANA business. I think it's great money-wise. And I think for people that have $100 to invest, they're like, no problem, I can invest, I can start a USANA business. But money isn't really what holds people back from starting a business as much as it is time. People just don't have the time to build a business because there's a lot of work involved, right? You got to do bookkeeping. You got to do accounts payable, receivable, inventory checks, all that stuff, right? But with the USANA business, that is all done for you, okay? So the company is managing that side. USANA, the company, which I'll talk about more, is managing that side. You're just bringing the customer in. So you have a partnership with USANA, which I think is phenomenal. And that's how I've been able to have the time and the money simultaneously, right? So when you look at how much time people have, it's not a lot of time. If you break it down, right? Most people are working 8 hours a day. Hopefully we're sleeping 8 hours a day. Some people sleep less. I like to sleep 8 hours a day. Family time, right now it's full time for me. So it's 8 hours a day of family time, eating with friends, watching TV, working out. I work out every single day right now. I've been working out at least 2 hours, which is 1 hour of walking, cardio, steps, and then some weightlifting. And then watching TV, and then you got some free time, right? So there's stuff that I didn't mention on here, but we really don't have a lot of time when you really factor all of those things in. But I told you in the very beginning, I was working 73 hours a week. So I had to take that 1 hour of time that I had per day, 2 hours per day, and really work my business during that time. Anything that I could do, I was doing. If I needed to network with people, I was networking. I was asking for referrals. I was making partnerships with gym owners. I was talking to personal trainers. I was talking to doctors, sending samples to them, massage therapists, chiropractor. I mean, you name it. Anything that I could do, I was doing because I felt like I need to get my products in front of people. I want to make sure that people are seeing the USANA products, they're trying them, and that way I can open that conversation and getting customers, okay? So it was a crazy thing. I worked it as hard as I could with the time that I had, and here we are today, right? So I want to explain something to you guys though. When it comes to a USANA business, it's not just you working though. And I think that's what people need to understand. So when it comes to time, right, you can't make more time. We all have 24 hours in a day, so you can't change that. But what you can do is you can be more productive with your time, right? I'm sure we could all agree with that. So let me give you guys a little example. On the left side here is somebody who would typically have a job or be self-employed. So if it's you working 50 hours a week for 50 weeks a year, if you multiply how many hours you're actually working in a year, you're putting in about 2,500 hours. That's a lot of hours that you're clocking by yourself. In 40 years, you're putting in about 100,000 hours. That's what people work. My dad is a perfect example. Works every single day, retiring this year. He did watch repair, so repairs watches, things like that. And yeah, he's that guy. So he's worked about 100,000 hours. He's retiring this year. But he's worked about 100,000 hours. He's probably worked more than that. But the point is, it was just him doing his job and getting his paycheck. That's it. Now, the owner of the company where my dad works, is he doing the same thing? No, because he has watch repair technicians like my dad working for him. So he has leverage over my father, okay? So I'm giving you an example. Let's just say you started a business, watch repair, and you have 100 watch repair technicians working under you, right? If they work 5 hours a week, how many hours a week are you getting paid on? Because they're getting paid, but you're getting paid on their efforts, right? That's how it works. So you're getting paid on 500 hours worth of production per week. If you multiply that times 4 years, which is 200 weeks, that's 100,000 hours. So you can work the same amount of hours in 4 years than it would take you to work in 40 years if you were more productive, if you had the concept of leverage. But at our jobs, we don't have a lot of leverage. If we're investing in the stock market, we have leverage, but we need it to go up, right? Our money is leveraged to make money off of our money. In the business world, it's not making money off of money. You're leveraging people because you're building a team, you're working together, just like the owner of my dad's company, right? He's working, he's making sure things are growing, but he has employees and everyone's happy. He's got to build his business. So I look at it as it depends on where you want to be. You want to work by yourself? Fine. You want to be more productive? Start a business, get leverage. Some people look at that and go, oh, I'm not comfortable with that. It sounds weird or whatever. I'll give you guys some good examples. Look at Travis Kalanick, right? Uber. How many rides does he give per day, per year? Probably 0, okay? But how many drivers does he have? See, he's leveraging all of those Uber drivers, but they're happy because they're getting paid for that, right? And he's happy because he's getting a little paycheck every single time somebody gives a ride. Even if it's a penny or two, but he's getting something, that's leverage, right? Same thing with Simon Borrero. He does like packages and stuff, like it's kind of like a Postmates type of thing. You could order water, you could order anything you want and they'll bring it directly to your house. This is in Mexico and Latin America. Same thing, he's not delivering packages. He started initially, but he doesn't deliver packages, but he's getting paid every time a package is delivered. And then we have Ray Kroc, right? How many burgers did he flip this year? How many burgers did he serve this year? I mean, the person has been dead. Ray Kroc's been dead for many years now, but he's still leveraging all of those restaurants that he has. So I'm letting you know the concept of leverage is brilliant. It's such a good concept. But the question is, do you have leverage? If you don't have leverage and you want it, the USANA business opportunity is a great way to build leverage for you. You're working in a team, you're working with people. It's an amazing thing. And that's what I've been doing for the last 15 years. All right, so talked about money and time. Let me wrap it up with health, which I feel brings my story to a close, right? Like I mentioned with my mom. Health is the most important thing, right? You can have money and time or whatever, but if your health is gone, you won't have money or time. So you need to make sure your health is a priority in your life, and not just your life, but your family's life. It's been a priority in my life. I've been pushing it on my family, but you know what? If there's one regret I have is I should have pushed harder. Okay, I should have pushed harder, because for the last 15 years, my parents haven't taken care of their health, you know, and I feel responsible for that. You know, there's a lot of regret in me. And I remember thinking like, well, when they're ready, they'll take it. When they're ready, they'll take it. Guess what? They were never ready, and they never took it. They took it sometimes. And, you know, I've done so well with USANA, right? It's like, I'm a USANA ambassador, right? And they just didn't do it. But now they're in that position where they're doing it. So I think about it, it's kind of ironic, because like now they have no choice, they have to. And now I'm here pushing it on them and making sure and all of that. But health, don't take it for granted. Honestly, if you have your health right now, if your family has their health right now, don't feel like you're bugging them. Don't feel like you're pushing it on them. Just do what you have to do to make sure they understand the importance and they build that habit to take care of their health, because I don't want anybody to go through what I'm going through right now. Like I said, it's one of the hardest things I've ever gone through, but I'm happy where I'm at right now, and I'm feeling optimistic. I'm gonna put up the good fight. My mom's putting up the good fight, and hopefully everything comes out good on the other end. So getting back into health. As from a business side, health is huge. It's $1 trillion business, $11 trillion globally, and more probably by now. And people are open to it, right? It's mainstream everywhere you look. People are talking about health. People are talking about exercise. If you go on your Instagram, people are showing their workouts. People are showing the healthy foods they eat, recipes, etc. And we're seeing consciousness, right, shift. We're seeing more people eat more plant-based options, more vegan foods, you know, healthier alternatives, low sugars, low fats. Like, we're seeing these things happen before our very eyes. It's very exciting. Okay, so what does it mean to have a USANA lifestyle? And how does USANA fit into all of this? USANA, first of all, I want to let you guys know, it was founded by a scientist. So that right there should speak volumes to you guys. It's not an owner that came from some other company that was doing direct selling or network marketing, what we're doing. It wasn't a company that came from a guy who came from another company to work here. Because that's what we see a lot of, right? They're jumping from this business to that business to that business. No. USANA, grassroots, science-based, scientists found our company. I think that's cool, because it's a grassroots company, right? And if you guys look before USANA, what was Dr. Wentz doing? Founded Go Laboratories back in the 70s. They were creating viral test kits. So kits that test you positive or negative for mononucleosis. That was one of his test kits, called the Epstein-Barr virus test kit. And he sold that idea because he didn't want to diagnose diseases. He wanted to prevent diseases. The leading causes of death, like cancer, stroke, respiratory disease, diabetes, and heart disease. That's what he wanted to focus on, because that's what's hurting more people than anything else. I'm living it now, right? But that's what's hurting people now. So how do you get rid of that, right? There's no cures per se, but there's ways to live a healthy lifestyle to improve your chances of not getting something like that. So really maintaining health, that's the key. That's the vision of USANA, is really to take care of your health and maintain that health. And it all starts under the microscope at the cellular level. And that's what Dr. Wentz is so good at, right? So that's why USANA makes sense, man. He was good at understanding the human cell, what it needs, how to test for viruses, things like that. And now he's putting the proper nutrition in a pill and selling it to the masses, because he knows exactly what the human cells need. Unbelievable, okay? So in 2000, you know, USANA had already been growing. Albert Einstein Award recipient in 2007. The list goes on and on. Publicly traded company, New York Stock Exchange, just to name a few of the accolades. So just to summarize all that, 25 years in business, I think that says a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of network marketing companies that open up every single year. From what I've heard, there's over 1,000 companies that open up every single year that do some type of direct selling. How many survive past 5 years? A handful. And how many survive past 20 years? Maybe one, okay? So USANA is that one that has survived for more than 25 years. Publicly traded, I'll get back to that in a second. FDA registered facility. So where we make our products is a facility that's so clean that it's FDA registered, okay? So the FDA can come in and look at it and say, wow, facility is, top notch. So that's how we make it. These products are made in the United States. We have over $1 billion in annual sales already. So I think that says a lot. And we are in several different countries and markets. Okay, so publicly traded, I'll talk about that in a second. Here are all the countries that we're operating in right now. I traveled all around the world, right? And getting into a country was very hard, just getting in. Imagine bringing your whole country into, your whole company into another country. I mean, it's amazing how many times USANA has done it, and it just shows how squeaky clean we are. We don't mess around. We do things by the book. We make sure we follow all the rules, and we go into a market and support that market. We can open up in more countries. Remember, there's 196 countries in the world. USANA can open up 10, 20, 30 more countries tomorrow if they wanted to. They really could. But they want to make sure that they're growing in all of the markets that they exist in. And I think that says a lot about the integrity of USANA as well, okay? So back to publicly traded, okay? I know we talked about Robinhood and stocks and whatnot. Just for fun, I wanted to show you guys. I took this picture today, and I thought it was pretty cool to see how USANA's stock has been doing, because the stock is from people who are outside of the business, right? Not people like me that I'm a USANA like cheerleader, right? I love USANA and everything. I have the stock as well too. But I'm letting you guys know, for people outside investors, hedge funds, all of that, they look at USANA and they're just like, if it's a good company, we're investing. If it's a bad company, we're pulling out, right? It's like, that's basically what it comes down to. If you guys look back in the year 1994, when USANA had become a publicly traded company, you could have got a share of USANA for 10 cents, okay? So if you put in $100, if I'm doing the math correctly, you could have had 1,000 USANA shares, okay? If you guys look at the trajectory, right, on the chart right now, those S's that you see, they represent splits, 2-to-1 splits, which means if you had 1,000 shares, if it's split, you would have had 2,000 shares at half the price, okay? So basically, let's just say you had 1,000 shares, and then you had an S, that's 2,000 shares. Then you had an S, that's 4,000 shares, right? Then you had an S, that's 8,000 shares. Okay, so it's split 3 times. So if you had 8,000 USANA shares, so you started with $100, right? 8,000 USANA shares times $90 a share right now. Where would that put you? Put you in a pretty good position, okay? But that was way back then. But that just goes to show you how many people doubted USANA back in 1994. It's a pyramid, it's a scam, it's this, it's never gonna work. Vitamins, nobody takes them, blah, 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 blah. And in the year 2005, when I got started in USANA, what were people saying? The same thing. The stock was at about $12 a share when I got involved. So I'm letting you guys know, it was a crazy thing. People were saying it's never gonna work, USANA is not gonna work, it's gonna fall apart, blah, blah, blah. And where is USANA today? Dominating, thriving, growing year after year. And I look at that and I tell people, there's people that will continue talking and USANA continues growing. So USANA is a good business. USANA has a good product. I think there's just too many things to say. I'll sum it up here. Best nutritional supplement manufacturer, #1 direct selling brand, company of the year, and the one that's impressive to me, more professional Olympic athletes than any other company. Okay, that means that professional athletes and Olympic athletes trust their health to USANA because we have a $1 million guarantee. So if anybody tests positive for a banned substance, USANA pays out $1 million. Never had to pay the $1 million, but that's the type of guarantee that we're giving an athlete because, hey, they're risking it, right? Taking our products. So that's the way it works here at USANA. And then I think to top it all off, philanthropical endeavors. When you look at 40 million meals served since 2012, it just shows that USANA is doing well, making money, but they're also conscious about how they can help the world. And I think that's becoming more popular now. USANA has been doing it for a while. More and more companies are being socially conscious now, but USANA is doing those things as well. And it's not gonna stop. We continue moving forward, right? Clean energy, solar powered, all recycled water, all of that stuff. We're pushing forward always on being a morally conscious company. So I think that says a lot. So anyways, don't wanna say too much more. After seeing something like this, I know you guys are watching this event or you're attending this convention right now, and you're thinking like, well, where do I fit into all this, right? Some people are just going to be customers in this business. And I think that's cool. There's always going to be consumers or people who refer other customers. That's great. So if that's where you fall, hey, take care of your health. Like I mentioned, health is the number one. Get your family on these products, get everyone you know on these products, and help encourage them to live a healthier lifestyle for many, many, many years to come. So if that's you, welcome to the USANA family. If you're interested and have questions, I mean, that's why you're at this event, right? You're here to talk to your friends, you know, to kind of network, socialize, get ideas, and partner with people who are like-minded. Because remember, people here at USANA, we have core values, right? Money, time, and health. Not in that order, but we're all kind of, we have those values for sure. We're all thinking about those things. So for me, it's health, time, and then money. That's the order for me. So when I look at that, I have those values. So I want to partner with people of like mind. So if those values line up with you, I think that's good. Especially if health is a big value for you, then USANA is a great complement to that because you're already into health. And USANA makes the products that complement a healthy lifestyle. So learn more about the products while you're at this event. There'll be more information. And if you have questions, ask your friends. They'll tell you all about the products, samples, whatever you need to do, but get information, okay? Ask those questions. And if you're the type of person who's like, man, this lines up with me, this makes sense. That's where I was. So I always leave that option last because that's where I was when I first saw this. I was like, let's get some training. I like everything that I heard. Let's move forward. So I got started right away. And the tip that I'll give you guys is go through training. Make sure you guys get some good training. Talk to the person that brought you, get some information, and get some training before you start talking to friends and family. Because what I did was I wanted training, but I didn't get any. So I just started talking to friends and family, and my approach wasn't very good in the very beginning, okay? So just giving you guys a little tip, get some training, and then go out there and make this thing happen. So thank you guys very much for coming. God bless all of you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your convention. And if you guys want to follow me on social media, go ahead and look me up, Mike Callejas, okay, on Instagram. You guys can send me questions, ask me whatever you want. And yeah, I would love to connect with you guys in the future. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great day.
I like USANA because it takes care of my health and the health of those close to me, and because I can tell more people about it, so that together we can build the healthiest family on the planet. Thank you, USANA.
I love USANA for the amazing cell health supporting products, which totally blend in with my holistic lifestyle as a yoga teacher and totally confessed yogi. So thank you, USANA.
I love USANA for helping me glow inside and out.
I love USANA because they have such wonderful products, such wonderful people, and such a wonderful life in the world's most healthy family. I've been here for a year. I've been a sports coach for 6 years. What I like about this activity is helping people become better for themselves in order to improve their quality of life. What I also like about this company is the quality of the products, which is superior to the others on the market. I love USANA because my skin always looks radiant even without makeup.
I love USANA because it keeps me more active, energetic, I got muscles, and then with Nutrimilk, it keeps me going day and night, indoor and outdoor. That's why I love USANA.
I've had especially an overflowing energy for several months. This is something I couldn't have imagined, that it might be possible to have so much energy, at least not more. And at business level, I now have a vision, in fact, considering that my future is really in my hands. I'm in control of what tomorrow will be for me, and this is something that is new to me. Really a very beautiful experience. And in addition, when you are in a team like the Prevo team, it can only work. We really have some extraordinary people here.
We're off to a great start, and now it's going to get even better because now is the time where we get to recognize you. USANA manufactures the highest rated, most effective nutritional supplements in the world. We make our products available to hundreds of thousands of customers and independent business owners in 24 countries. However, as you've experienced, USANA is more than just an organization. We're a family, and we are in the business of changing lives for the better. Let's celebrate the outstanding achievements we've had in this last year. This event is a testament to your hard work, and it symbolizes your induction into a very exclusive group of USANA associates. For all of today's awards, we're recognizing performance since the Americas in Europe convention in August 2020 up through February of 2021. To start off, let's recognize Europe's associates who qualified for Premier Pacesetter and Premier Platinum Pacesetter. Congratulations, everyone. Next, we'd like to recognize the top 3 sales volume point producers from each of our European countries. Wherever you are, let's give them a round of applause. And now we'll recognize the top 3 PC enrollers from each of USANA's European countries. And last but not least, let's give an enormous congratulations to the top 3 associate enrollers.
you love USANA?
It gives me stamina during the day, and you?
Because it keeps me going. You know, even though we have this 12-hour shift at work, still we have this energy, we don't really feel the tiredness, the dizziness. And you know what? We have a lot of meetings after duty, we still manage it because, you know, yeah, we have this power, you know. So, why we love USANA?
Because USANA is the best!
I like USANA because it has allowed me to start my business from home, being able to combine my family and work life, raising my little girl during these years, since we decided to start this exciting project, while we are sharing health and quality of life, the mission of Dr. Myron Wentz.
I chose USANA for two reasons, health and income. Of course, at 64, I'm retired, but with a small pension, and so I'm very happy to have this financial security which USANA provides me with.
USANA improves my health, absolutely the best in the industry, represented by an amazing product, working with a team of people, which is the concern is the vision, and making a difference in the world. Thank you, USANA.
I love USANA because it is exceptional. I am an economist and I joined USANA for the exceptional quality of the business plan. But when I used the products, I found that they are also exceptional. And then I said, why not use this exceptional for both interior and exterior? I love USANA.
As I mentioned earlier, today we're getting back to the basics, but in new and exciting ways. One of those ways is with helpful tools and communications that improve the process of getting started as a USANA distributor. Here to talk about them is USANA's Director of Sales for Germany, Mr. Tobias Nietzsche.
Onboarding, or in other words, getting started right. What an important topic as a cornerstone for a successful development of your USANA business. When you start something brand new, you're usually very grateful for any guidance, especially when it is important to you and you are motivated to getting started as soon as possible and you do not really know where to begin. Many of you have already developed very helpful and successful systems and programs to give your new team members the best possible support when starting their new businesses. We have oriented ourselves on exactly these best practices in order to offer you an additional basic support from our side when starting out as a new USANA associate. I'm pleased to be able to introduce you to our brand new USANA onboarding program, which will go live next Monday, April 12th. This new onboarding program will consist of 5 parts. First, a series of 4 consecutive emails to your new associates within the first 2 weeks after enrollment with all important information and links in advance. Second, a clear getting started guidebook as a PDF for download in the hub, which go through all the important subjects when starting out as a new USANA associate. Third, the content of that Getting Started guide as a PowerPoint presentation for you as a training support for your new associates, also available in the hub. Fourth, the new work from home presentation as an additional tool when approaching associates and for a better understanding of our business in general. As you have already seen in Michael Callejas' great presentation earlier this day. And last but not least, both as a reminder and a rotating story in the hub. Again, all tools available starting next Monday, April 12th. But to be honest, I don't want to go on talking about the enormous importance of a good onboarding program. For this, exactly for this, I got support on board. And I would like to have someone talk about onboarding and the importance of it, whose motto is learn how to think, not just what to think.
She's constantly on a mission to help people create so much health that it never dictates the degree of fun they can have. Really laughed at. She's a lifestyle and adventure enthusiast, a health and wellness coach, an international speaker, and she's with USANA since already 8 years. Ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful Los Angeles, California, Emerald Director, Arabelle Ramboyan.
Thank you so much, Toby. What's up, everybody? I'm Arabelle from Los Angeles, and I'm excited to see you launching these fantastic tools in the EU as well. Today, I want to talk to you about getting started right, the importance of it, and my personal experiences. Getting started right is about having a solid foundation to start your USANA business. So whether you're doing this part-time or you're diving in full-time, we all begin right here. Now, before we start, I'm going to ask you to think about the last time you joined a new group or signed up for a service. How did they show you that you made the right choice? Did you enjoy and feel set up for success when they welcomed you? Because that's part of propelling someone into the right direction. A proper yet simple onboarding process to frame the upcoming action steps. So here are some of my favorite things about the USANA onboarding program, beginning with knowing your why. You see, like anything else that's worthwhile to have, it's going to take a journey driven by passion. And firmly knowing your why is often the gas that's going to keep the vehicle running, especially during times of most growth. So as Jim Rohn once said, when the why is clear, the how becomes easy. And as business owners, you'll most likely, well, not most likely, you will be running into some challenges along the way. So it's beneficial to remember your why in order to keep going and stay in an empowered mindset. So how do you do that? Well, let's ask, what are the reasons you signed up? You know, when I coach a new team member or associate, I want to find out what their business whys and their health whys are. For example, some of my teammates are fathers, and I've heard them say that they would love to be able to walk their daughters down the aisle of their dream wedding. Or, I'd love to send my kids to private school. Some want to save up enough to buy their dream home, and those are their business whys. For health, I've heard things like, I love to be able to keep playing my favorite sport well into adulthood. So increasing their health span, in addition to their lifespan, is very important. What about quality of life? Some parents wish to be able to keep up with their growing children in their daily activities. And others want to be able to run their first marathon. So being optimally healthy and knowing both those reasons why is going to empower you. Next, getting started right emails. 4 simple emails get sent in the first 2 weeks of enrollment that tackles the red tape of getting set up. Once an associate has back office things like their login ID memorized, their direct deposit set up, auto order configured, understands the PC order bonus, the smoother they can move into actual business building. Next, the work from home presentation. This is one of my other favorites because we're in the business of sharing, so it's really cool to have slides and presentations ready to have that do the talking for you, so all you have to master in the beginning is how to invite enthusiastically. It's called leveraging the tools made available to you. Next, something that's huge for me is become a product of the product. So in the welcome kit, it says we want to inspire confidence, create excitement, help the associate begin to share USANA quickly and easily, and show we care about overall health, not just supplementation. It's important to see the USANA tools, the products as tools to be able to design a life with all of who you are at your best. I think one of the biggest reasons why I love USANA is because aside from it being the cellular nutrition company, USANA is a lifestyle. I personally made a decision early on that I wanted to live life fully, experience new things, and enjoy activities without having my level of health dictate the degree of fun I can have. Live with the philosophy that you can create health every day. And bridging the gaps of nutrition along with eating well and other lifestyle factors is you taking ownership of that beautiful opportunity. After all, life is short. And I once heard someone say, the products you use are the ones you sell. So build a relationship with different lines of products and solidify your testimony with them. When an associate has the foundation covered, they are likely to move into mastering skills and growing their business by actively sharing. Now, I know many of you might be in the beginning stages where you're going to be following this onboarding process, but I'd like to also remind you of the bigger picture. You growing a team. Sounds so good already. The success of a team depends on each individual strengthening their skills. That's when leadership kicks in. So just remember this. All network marketing is a personal development plan with a compensation plan built around it. So the more you grow, so does your income. Anything you may be new to today just means you need to learn it. So it's totally normal to feel a little nervous about things right now, but never let that stop you from taking the next step. Never. And if I can chime in once more here, think of your long-term or maybe even your weekly goals, and then break down how many hours a day you'll dedicate to building your USANA business in order to support those goals. So, ladies and gentlemen, even though I talked a lot about getting started right today, it's not completely about how you start. It's about how you finish. My name is Arbel, guys. Enjoy the rest of your event.
I love USANA because it is aligned with my personal goals. To have time for myself and my family, to enjoy optimum health, my personal development, financial freedom, and to help other people enjoy the same. Thank you, USANA.
I love USANA for everything it offers me, for the scientists behind the products, for a healthy lifestyle, and of course, last but not least, for my son to show off his cooking talents, for the quality and benefits of the products, for the possibility of a prosperous business from anywhere and anytime, for all the awards, for the freedom to have free time. Thank you, USANA.
I love USANA because USANA helps me a lot to rediscover my self-consciousness and self-confidence. I can also help other people with USANA products, and I can work anywhere and anytime.
I like USANA because it allows me to take care of my physical and financial health and helps me fulfill dreams.
USANA has actually changed my life. I have two favorite products here, Essentials. Thanks to Essentials, I regained all my vitality, all my peace, I have my energy. And my favorite product is the Procosa, because the Procosa, in fact, really changed me, because I was about to have my knee operated. I have an osteoarthritis, which is quite debilitating. And with the Procosa, not only did I regain my mobility, I can go up and down the stairs without problems. I can do Nordic walking again. At the same time, well, I avoided the operation, so for me, this was all benefits.
So far, we've learned about the unique business opportunity USANA provides, especially in a rapidly evolving business climate. We've learned about amazing new onboarding programs and the ways that they enhance the distributor's journey of starting a home-based business. Thank you so much to Michael and Arabelle for sharing your expertise with us. One of the things that makes the direct selling industry unique is our ability to have a direct relationship with our consumers. This personal interaction is an invaluable aspect of direct selling, but in order to really cultivate trust in that relationship, we have to provide only the best products. It's now my honor to introduce someone to talk about exciting new developments in USANA's European product portfolio, one of the smartest people I've ever met, Chief Science Officer Dr. Rob Sinnott.
Hi everybody, this is Dr. Rob Sinnott. I'm broadcasting to you from Park City, Utah. And I really wish I could be at your EU event, but unfortunately, travel's still restricted. Things are getting much better though, and I'm sure we'll be in a position to get together very soon. But until then, I want to share with you a couple of presentations. And the first presentation I want to share with you today is about some changes coming up with the Cellsentials that I think you're going to be very excited about for the EU. So without further ado, let me jump down to... So as I said, I'm Dr. Rob Sinnott. I'm the Chief Scientific Officer for USANA Health Sciences. And we've been working around the clock this whole year. We've not been shut down for COVID pandemic. We've been operating every single day of this year to make sure that we're up and running and being able to produce the nutrient products that people have come to expect from USANA. So today we want to talk about Cellsentials, and Cellsentials is it's the next generation of multivitamins and multiminerals from USANA. So back in the day, there was the Essentials, and those were the best, and they kept improving. Dr. Wentz kept improving them, and then just back in 2017, we launched the Cellsentials. And since then, we've made some changes to Cellsentials because whenever the nutritional science changes, we are always open to changing and upgrading the formulas of our Cellsentials to make them as potent as we possibly can. A lot of people ask me, so what USANA products should I take if they're new to USANA? And I always tell people that you really need to start with the Cellsentials, because the Cellsentials provide so much of the core nutrition that you need on a daily basis. Things like vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It's a very exciting product. It's 30 years in development. This, we've been working on this product. USANA's been working on this product for 30 years and perfecting it along the way. And it's really the world's best nutritional supplement. We're announcing that we've reformulated for the EU in 2021. So these reformulations are positive things. You're going to like this. We've been able to upgrade the amounts of vitamins and minerals to the maximum levels that are allowed by each country. And so it's resulting in a product that's more potent, offers even more nutrition than it did before. And we think people will be very excited about this. So your daily nutritional regimen should start with a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Now, you should be eating right too, so taking tablets, like the Cellsentials, multivitamin, multimineral is very important, but you should also be doing whatever you can to make sure that you're getting nutrition from your food as well. So eating healthy, making healthy choices in your diet. But Cellsentials will help you make sure that you're covering all your nutritional bases. That's the whole design of the product. So Cellsentials combines an optimal blend of vitamins and minerals. This is just a partial list of what's in there, but minerals such as calcium, magnesium, manganese, which a lot of people haven't heard of, but it's a very important trace mineral that your body needs. Selenium, very, very potent antioxidant mineral. And zinc, which we've all learned recently. We've known this for years in the nutritional sector, but a lot of people have realized that zinc is very, very important for keeping yourself healthy when your body's under challenge. Vitamins, again, partial list. This is folate, riboflavin, vitamin A, vitamin B12, vitamin D, things that you may have heard of, and then other things that you may not have heard of. But like I said, the science of nutrition is always changing, so we're always upgrading our formulas to include the latest science. The whole design of Cellsentials is for optimal cellular nutrition. This is Dr. Wentz's idea, is that if you can keep all the cells in your body healthy, then all your organs in your body will be healthy. All your organ systems will be healthy, and you'll have just an overall healthy body and healthy life experience. And that's the whole design behind USANA supplementation. Oh, also just recently, the last couple of years, we've been able to obtain patent protection on the intelligence technology. So we've been able to incorporate with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, cell signaling technology, which is unique. We're one of the first companies in the world who applied it on a commercial basis to nutritional supplements, and we were able to obtain patents on that. The first patent we obtained was a United States patent talking about the compositions of cell essentials, particularly the cell signaling ingredients in combination with the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Very powerful protection for your body, very powerful tool for keeping you healthy. And so we're very proud that we were issued these patents and the science was recognized. Some of these cell signaling ingredients that are in Cell Essentials are things like alpha-lipoic acid, curcumin, quercetin, resveratrol, some of the flavonoids, which are rutin and hesperidin. And then also we have a proprietary olive oil, which is an olive fruit extract, which is very rich in antioxidant protection. And so all of these compounds target specific cell signaling pathways within your body, which are beneficial to maintaining your health and maximum longevity. So Cell Essentials is a pair of products. So for maximum results, you really need to take both of these products together, the core minerals and the Vita antioxidant. And both of them contain ingredients from the intelligence complex. The reason we formulated these things into two separate products is because these ingredients, if you mix them together into one tablet, it's not really compatible. And also it would be a very large tablet, it'd be a very large dose. So we broke it down into two major categories of ingredients. But still, the trick is to make sure that you're taking both of these on a daily basis. The core minerals are a blend of, this is very important, bioavailable essential minerals. I mean, there's a lot of mineral sources out there, that you can choose from, but the ones that we chose are the ones that have the scientific proof behind them for being bioavailable. And also, we want them to be gentle. Some people react with stomach pains or whatever when they take a very inexpensive multivitamin and they think that they can't take multivitamins. Well, I think you'll find that if you take the core minerals, we have very, very few people that have any negative reaction to it because it's designed to be very gentle on your body. So it gives you all the minerals that your body needs, but in a very gentle and bioavailable format. It supports a lot of systems in your body, including your immune system, your cardiovascular system, your muscles, your eyes, your metabolism, and your energy level within your body. As a matter of fact, one of the first things that people notice when they're new to dietary supplementation, when they start on the Cell Essentials, if they haven't been taking any sort of supplements, within the first few weeks, most people will notice an increase. They'll feel an increase in their energy on a daily basis. And then also a lot of people realize that their sleep is better at night because their body's not trying to repair and having deficiencies of vitamins and minerals to repair your body. So it's really a great thing. People do experience it. Some people are saying, can I expect to feel anything? And the answer is yes, probably if you're not taking any supplementation and you start taking this, you will feel some positive effects. So it provides a lot of different things in the core minerals. It's not just a bunch of ground up rocks. We choose ingredients that are processed so that they're maximally bioavailable. We combine it with an ingredient called poly-C, which is a form of ascorbic acid, which helps enhance the absorption of mineral salts. So all these ingredients that we put together are meant to provide your body with all the minerals you need in a very useful format that your body recognizes and really appreciates. The Vita antioxidant is the other partner, and this contains very carefully balanced levels of vitamins and antioxidants. So again, some of the things that vitamins and antioxidants support are the same things that the minerals support in your body. Immune system, bones. Your bones, are made of calcium and magnesium. and phosphorus and minerals, things that your body needs. You know, your eyes, there's compounds called luteins, carotenoids, which really enhance vision, and you know, if you've got good vision, that's a very good sign of health. So again, this is 30 years of evolution of dietary supplements, starting from scratch and just keep building the product better and better and better every year. So now in 2021, we're many decades down the road of building the world's best dietary supplements. So you take the Vita antioxidant together with the core minerals, and that's the way this product is designed. It's super simple to do. You take a couple of these in the morning, a couple in the evening, and then you're done. Basically, you take these products with your largest meal. I advise that people take it with whatever their largest meal is, whether that's midday meal, morning meal, or evening meal. And the reason is because food really helps the absorption of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. So when you take it with food, healthy food, it also helps increase the absorption, and so you're getting the maximum value from the product. So some of the changes that are being made to Cell Essentials for the EU, and you know, I'll show you a matrix in just a few minutes. You know, there's going to be a couple different versions of Cell Essentials, and they're designed so that we can deliver the maximum vitamin, mineral content that we possibly can to our customers around the world, because there's still a patchwork of regulations across Europe where certain countries allow certain ingredients, others don't. You know, some allow higher levels of vitamin C than other countries. And so we have to really be very selective, and it's a very difficult equation trying to balance it. But we've been able to do that work and be able to produce the very best formulas for the EU. So for example, you know, there will be two different versions of EU Cell Essentials. So there will be one that's for the UK, Germany, Netherlands, and Romania, and another one for the Belfrit countries, so Belgium, France, Italy, and Spain, because they've got similar, these groups of countries have similar regulations, so we're able to group these together. But you can see that if you look at compared to the far right-hand side, which is the current Cell Essentials, you can see that we were able to increase the nutrient content pretty significantly in these newer formulations. So this is a positive move. People are going to be excited about this because we're actually producing a more potent product. So if you have time, scan this QR code that's up on the screen, and that will take you to the Ask the Scientist website. And you can always do a lot of research. You know, I can only present for a few minutes, but you can do all the research that you want about USANA products. We're proud to put it on display, and people can read for hours and hours and hours about USANA products if they want to. They can learn all that they possibly can. We're very proud of them, and we think that this is a very exciting change. It'll be launching soon in the EU. The exact dates have not been announced yet, but keep your eyes open and stay tuned for more news. It's been fantastic talking with you, and I'll be speaking with you soon. I've seen a lot of health technologies, ways of improving people's lives through nutrition and nutritional science. And this is really one of the most exciting products that I've ever come across. And it's a product called ProGlucamine. And it's available. We've been selling it in certain countries now for several years. It's attracted a very large following. It's a very well-designed product. I wish I could claim that I designed it, but I didn't. But at least I can appreciate a great design when I see it. So ProGlucamine is a supplement that's designed for optimal functioning immune system. And your immune system in your body is really composed of three different components. And we're all learning a lot more about this. This is becoming public knowledge. We studied this in immunology when I was in graduate school. But even since then, a lot of the science has changed and evolved over time. And every year we're learning more and more about immunity. But basically there's three types of immunity: surface immunity, innate immunity, and adaptive immunity. And they're all very important, and they're overlayering protections in your body. The first and probably the most stringent layer of protection for your immune system is what's called surface immunity. And this is your skin as a physical barrier, the stomach acid that you've got in your stomach to prevent microbes from coming through. Your intestines secrete substances like mucus that wash pathogens out of your body. And all of these combined together generally protect us from a lot of things. I mean, the world's a very dirty place. You know, there's fungus all over us. There's microbes, good ones, bad ones, everything. And most of them stay out of your body because of these physical barriers of surface immunity. But if something happens to get through, it breaks your skin or gets injected into you or something like that, that can trigger an immune response. And the first response that will take place is what's called innate immunity. And this is something like phagocytosis, where there are certain immune cells in your body and they swim around looking for foreign objects, you know, whether they be a microbe, a virus, a cell that's gone rogue. They look for all these things that are not right within your body. And they do this process called phagocytosis, where basically they ingest them and digest them and just basically release the amino acids and whatever building blocks these things were made of. So this is a very effective system for cleaning things out. The only problem is it can be overwhelmed. So if there's a major infection like a rapidly reproducing virus or rapidly reproducing bacteria, this type of system could be overwhelmed. But in most cases, it works just fine. And then this is something we've learned about a lot over the last year is the adaptive immunity, your body's ability to produce antibodies. And this is something that provides us lasting protection for months or years down the road. So after your body has seen a pathogen and defeated it, it takes the patterns of those particular microbes and it remembers them. And your body actually has cells that produce antibodies, all different types of antibodies. You've got IgGs, IgM, all different classes of antibodies. But what these antibodies do is the next time that bacteria or virus shows up in your body, it will mount a very quick response to release these antibodies against it and basically try and overwhelm or stop the infection very quickly. So our bodies are amazing. They we've got so many cool systems within there. But one of the most important things is that our body has to be optimally working for these things to work well. So some people have very strong adaptive immune systems. Others have weaker adaptive immune systems. We're finding out that a lot of that is due to genetic traits. A lot of it is due to nutritional status. And so at least from that point of view, we want to make sure that everybody is getting the best nutrition that they possibly can to mount the best response that they possibly can. So supporting your immune system, there's a lot of things you can do. Like I said, supplementation is one thing to make sure that you get all the vitamins and minerals that are required for a functioning immune system. But also, here's some things that they don't cost you anything, but you should do this because it's something that really, really helps a lot with your immune system. Getting 7 hours of sleep every night, is very important. A lot of people go short on the sleep. They're on the video games too much or watching movies late into the night and not getting 7 hours of sleep. And that puts your body in a compromised position. Exercise regularly. You don't have to be an Olympic athlete. You don't have to be a triathlon runner or marathon runner, anything like that. Just some exercise to keep your lymphatic system, your immune system, up and running and operating optimally. Minimize stress in your life to the extent possible. We all deal with stress, but try and find ways of dealing with it. You may do meditation, you may do mindfulness exercises. Exercise is a great way of minimizing stress, counteracting it. Eating a healthy, balanced diet. Supplementation is very good. We're very proud of the high quality supplements that we produce. But people should also be doing what they can to eat healthy food. There's a lot of healthy food choices, particularly in the EU. You know, they're very keen on, you know, fresh food and having nice, healthy foods available. You don't need a lot of food. You don't need to overeat, but just make sure you're getting a good, healthy, balanced diet. Practice good hygiene, hand washing, you know, that kind of thing. We've all been re-schooled on that. How important it is, just the simple practices of washing hands multiple times a day. So there's a lot of things you can do for your immune system. Proglucamine is something that I'm very excited about because it works in a very unique way. It works on some very interesting nutritional technologies. Now, the benefits of proglucamine is that it helps your body mount a natural protective response. So it primes your immune system. Well, what does that mean? Well, when your body senses that your environment is changing for the worse, what it will do is it will start priming your immune system because it knows that some attack is coming. So in the fall months, you know, when the weather changes and the cold drops, you know, your body starts, changing the immune response. One thing that's been used in cultures throughout the world, Native American cultures, Asian cultures, European cultures, is people use mushrooms like shiitake and reishi and shelf mushrooms and whatever the local indigenous edible mushrooms are. Because these mushrooms contain polysaccharides, particularly beta-glucan, that really helps prime your immune system. So it's well known in cultures throughout the world that if there was something going around in the population, a lot of these cultures everybody would start taking mushroom tea to prime their immune system to get it ready to fight off whatever virus or bacteria or pathogen happened to be coming along. So we've taken that technology and modernized it. So those mushroom teas and things that people made, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, they worked sometimes and sometimes they didn't. It would really depend on the quality of the mushroom, how much polysaccharide is in there, what's the species, all that stuff. But it was probably pretty inconsistent and probably wasn't optimized to work well. So what USANA did was we combined beta-glucans that are purified from baker's yeast, and we combined them with two traditional Chinese medicine ingredients called reishi and shiitake. And these are used throughout Asian cultures because they're very well proven, lots of clinical studies showing that they can help prime your immune system to mount a response. And then we combine them with a very important nutrient called zinc. And zinc, you'll be seeing a lot of research about that. There's already a lot of stories coming out about zinc. It's turning out to be, it's a mineral. It's a metal. It's trace metal that occurs in your body, but it's turning out that is one of the major key nutrients for optimal immune system functioning. So we spent a lot of time. The scientists that developed this, that were even here at USANA before me, unlocked these codes. They developed these cell signaling compounds derived from reishi, shiitake, and baker's yeast, combining them with zinc to really create a supplement product that is it's the best that's out there right now. It is something that you would take every day, particularly I would recommend taking it during like the fall and winter months, or anytime that you feel like you're sensitive or your immune system is sensitive. This would be a great time to take that product. You can't, even if you take it every day, you're not going to overprime your immune system. It doesn't work like that. So this is something that you could take safely on a daily basis. But at least whenever you feel like you're going into a season where you typically face challenges, I would try the proglucamine. And I'm not just saying that off the top of my head. We've run clinical studies. We've run numerous double-blind, placebo-controlled, crossover clinical studies with proglucamine that show that it has tremendous benefits for the immune system. Our clinical research that we did over 2 years in Canada, it was authorized by Health Canada. The clinical study was authorized by Health Canada. We've published the results of that. So there's 3 publications that are out describing our clinical studies and the way we undertook them. One of them was published in the European Journal of Integrative Medicine just last year. And it describes the methods that we use for assessing proglucamine, not only against the classical Western immune markers, but also how it works as a concept TCM product, traditional Chinese medicine. Because we see that there's a lot of synergy between Western medicine and Eastern medicine that can be unlocked that would really enhance the health and wellness of people around the globe. We published another paper looking at the TCM benefits of the product. And again, these were double-blind, placebo-controlled human studies conducted at medical institutes in Canada. And this one was published in the Chinese Journal of Integrative Medicine. And just amazing publications. I don't expect everybody to go out and read these things because they're very highly scientific. They're medical journals. You know, I'd say the layperson probably isn't going to understand very much that's in there. But the fact that USANA does this, you know, that we put our products, we're not required to put these things through clinical studies. But when we believe in something and we want to prove it out and test it, and proglucamine is definitely a product that we feel strongly about, you know, we've put it through that extra testing. And we've actually got even more testing scheduled for it because we want to unlock all the amazing things that this product does. So this product is meant for adults. So it was developed and it was clinically tested in adults. And, you know, I won't comment any further than that, but you've seen, you know, recently, people are only really willing to comment on stuff that they actually have scientific data on. And since we test in adults, we specify that proglucamine is for adults only. People that are on the go, people that travel, you know, for a living or for business or for recreation. You know, I never travel without proglucamine. Over the last 2 years, I've taken it wherever I go. So proglucamine and the USANA probiotic are always in my travel kit, and I always take them multiple times a day when I'm traveling. And I've had just great travel experiences, whereas over the past decades before that, not so great. They weren't so great. So anyway, so there's a lot of information about, I won't go into a lot of detail about, you know, how to take this and whatever. You can read that. All the literature will be coming out. It's something that's safe, that you could take it every single day. And there's plenty of information about this product on the Ask the Scientist website. And I'll give you the link for that at the end here. So what we say is stay ahead of daily stress for a happy life. And that's the truth. I mean, USANA is all about, you know, not waiting for bad things to happen, but you know, stepping in and doing things to enhance your life so that you have to deal with less stress and less challenges on a daily basis. And so we're excited. This proglucamine is, you know, it's got a funny name. I admit, you know, it's not, I wouldn't have chosen this name for it. But it's one heck of a product. It is really one of the best products that's out there for USANA. And I think people are really going to find that this is a product that's going to help to define USANA over the next 10 years as the world faces all sorts of health challenges. So anyway, we're very excited about this product. It provides additional nutrients that complement the what you would get from the Cellsentials. So the proglucamine pairs on a daily basis very well with the Cellsentials. I would recommend that everybody takes the Cellsentials. This is something that is just the basics. You know, it gives you all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs that could be deficient. And so it's just a very inexpensive insurance policy, even if you are eating well. You know, there's times when food is out of season and you can't get fresh fruits and vegetables. And you may miss out on certain nutrients. And so this is a great way of covering the base year round. So here's this QR code. You can scan that with your phone. I'll leave that up for a minute. And that will take you directly to the Ask the Scientist website. You can ask questions of the scientists to Ask the Scientist. There's a lot of frequently asked questions that are posted there. A lot of product information, all sorts of articles. You could read for days, probably weeks or months, all the information that's been accumulated on the Ask the Scientist website. We're really happy about it because we love sharing what USANA is so proud of. So anyway, it's been a pleasure being with you to talk about ProGlucamine. I wish you health and safety and abundance, and I'll look forward to seeing you again in person very soon. Bye now.
I would like to share with you my USANA experience, more particularly the USANA products, which really helped me a lot, especially Hepasil, which really detoxified my liver, the probiotics which cleansed my intestines, the essentials which made me regain all the energy that I had lost. Secondly, I also wanted to share my entrepreneurial experience with USANA. I am progressing every day. It's really a business that allows me to get an additional income. We really have a very, very good team, which is the Prevo team, which helps us with our personal development.
You want to know why I love USANA so much? It's because it gives me the energy to do my work and gives me the focus to trade the financial markets. So what are you waiting for? Try USANA and love it like me as well.
I
love USANA because USANA has brought me into balance. So with USANA I have the opportunity to do what I like to do, to be part of my family, to be part of an international team, and also to test my skills.
I like USANA because I saw that its values, its mission and its goals are very much in line with my way of seeing life and my way of being. I like USANA for its training, for meeting people, for traveling, for helping others, for the exceptional products it has, and with them we can help our friends and family feel better and improve their quality of life. I like USANA and I'm where I want to be.
ProGlucamine is such an amazing product, and I love taking it every single day. And the new Cell Essentials formula is now optimized for the European market, and Dr. Sinnott just explained to us some of the scientific benefits of this change, which is really helpful to understand as product consumers. But now we want to understand and help you understand how this helps you operate your business. To help explain this, I'm pleased to welcome my friend and international mentor and speaker addressing us from Canada, USANA Diamond Director, the one and only Natalie Dion.
Thank you so much, Devin, for this great introduction. Hello, my USANA family. How are you doing? I'm so happy to be here, and I miss you so much. And for those of you who don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself so that we don't feel like complete strangers. So I'm Natalie, and before USANA, I used to be in corporate. I had a management position, and I had what most people would classify as a perfect career with good income, good benefits, everything. But the truth is, guys, I was sad and miserable. I was working 60 hours a week. I was tired. I was exhausted. And what had to happen happened. I went through a burnout, and I miserably got to work 4 months later. This is when I decided to ask myself some very important questions that I challenge you to ask. So what are my core values? Is my life aligned with those values? What kind of income do I want to create? Where do I want to travel in the world? How do I want to be remembered? Health, freedom, contribution, service. Those words kept resonating in my heart. So I started with the end in mind, despite of my current situation, and I got crystal clear on the life I truly desired. I also realized that I did not have the right vehicle to get there. A few weeks later, USANA found me. I was invited to an event where Dr. Wentz was speaking. Imagine that. Every word he was saying was resonating with me. I knew I had found my vehicle, and if I was really willing to dedicate time and myself, I knew I could change my life. So I started my business part-time with my full-time income. I made some big sacrifices, but I was on fire. Again, I worked hard. I dedicate myself, my time, but 3 years later, I was able to leave my corporate career. Today, guys, oh my gosh, I feel so joyful, full of energy. I've never felt healthier in my life, thanks to USANA. Today, I work from home or from anywhere with my fiancé, Denis, and he also left his corporate career, and we get to create the life we love. Before this pandemic, in 2 years, we were able to travel for 11 months. Who would have imagined? We traveled through Europe. We went to New Zealand, Costa Rica, Australia. This was absolutely amazing. We also did 2 service trips with our USANA Foundation, as contribution and service are at the core of our main values. Today, I'm excited about the future. We have big goals. We have a big vision. We want to see so many things. We want to do so many things. But what excites me the most is that we get to create this life by impacting other people's life. And the more we grow as leader, the more we expand as human, the bigger is the impact. And that is USANA, my friends. So I really hope that you get that if this was possible for me, it is possible for every single one of you. So now that you know me a little bit better, let's dive right into it. Okay, who's excited about the new announcement for the Cellsential that Dr. Sinnott just shared with us? Oh my gosh. So we know that Cellsentials are the foundation of our health, but now they also become the foundation of our business, as the consumption cycle is now aligned with our commission cycle. And that is huge. So your customers are going to get more benefits. They will feel the USANA difference. Therefore, we're going to really align with our mission of creating the healthiest family on earth. We're going to have a bigger impact, a better impact. And customers are going to be so excited that they will share more with our amazing Refer a Friend program. Now, guys, I'm telling you, you gotta have posture on this. You have to explain to your potential customer that now it's 2 tablets of each twice a day. This is it. This is the new dosage. And if they want the full benefits, 100% of the dosage equals 100% of the benefits. You will see a better retention, and this is what we want. Guys, I don't know any other dosage than this. I've been taking this dosage for 18 years. I have a customer that has been on Cellsentials since like my first week. Imagine that. So you want better retention. Also, it's going to have a huge impact on your 4-week cycles. Let's look at that. I hope you're all familiar with this calendar. You can actually find it in the hub, but this is your 4-week rolling calendar. So let's pretend that you enroll a new customer in the green week in April, from April 19 to April 23rd. This is cycle 2. It means that now that our Cellsential is aligned with the 28-day consumption cycle. It means that every 4 weeks, so every green week or cycle 2, your customer will get their replenishment of Essential. How amazing is that? That's a huge impact, and you really want to see those cycles growing. That's what you want to visualize, because this is how you build a solid business and that you create freedom with your USANA business. So what are your Essentials opportunity? Well, first of all, I would start with myself. Make sure that you get on this new dosage ASAP. Second, I would revisit all existing customers, explain to them this improvement in our Essentials and this new consumption cycle. I would revisit all my associates as well to make sure that they are on the new dosage. I would educate on the benefits of doing that by sharing as the scientist, by maybe creating a Facebook group, and I would collect testimonial and share them with my potential customers. Now, opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor. So my question for you is, are you going to take this opportunity seriously? Because it is a huge one. My hope for you is that you're going to decide to dance with this opportunity and grow your 4-week cycles and grow your business. So I'm done for now, but I really hope to see you soon on the dance floor.
Thank you, Dr. Sinnott, for the great introduction of this new product, Proglucamune. I'm sure that we will have great sales in Europe with this new product, thanks to you all. I want to introduce now to you a tool that can help you speed up the introduction of this new product. It's a promotion, it's a 2+1 promotion, very simple mechanics. Buy 2 Proglucamunes and you get 1 probiotic free. This means an 80% discount compared to buying all 3 products separately. This promotion is for 5 days, starting 10th of April until 15th of April. And the points attached to this special pack are 64 SVPs for France, Germany, Spain, and UK, and 60 SVPs for Romania. So I'm sure that you can bring this special pack to existing associates in your team, but also present this pack as a great opportunity for sampling for your new PCs or existing PCs, preferred customers. So I wish you great sales with Proglucamune and with this special promotion, and of course for all USANA products.
There's a great team, there's a lot of support. USANA France is really well structured and everyone can be successful. I know lots and lots of people from all walks of life who have really developed something very beautiful in the business. You know, today really I'm really full of gratitude and I can't wait to see what the next year will look like. I'm extremely positive. That's it. Thank you for the opportunity, and for those of you who are a little hesitant to join us, well, listen, take the step because it's so worth it.
Hello guys.
Hello guys, I love USANA because my body is getting the best vitamins.
I had a very busy day today, and I still got paperwork even late at night. But thank you to USANA, my cellular nutrition supplement, because it supports my general health and always keeps me on the go. I love USANA.
I love USANA because of the high quality products, because she is guided by 4 really exceptional attributes, namely excellence, unity, integrity and health. I love her because she managed to get me out of my things and everything I do. Love life and living.
I love USANA because it keeps me energized both home and at work.
I love USANA because it gives me the vitality to keep up with my children.
We love USANA because
it keeps us healthy together.
I like USANA because it allows me to work with people and also do it from anywhere and at any time. I like it because I live and share a healthy lifestyle.
Recognition allows us to honor each other on the basis of living core values through daily behavior and examples of positive performance. USANA lays out clear expectations and recognizes people who epitomizes the company's values: integrity, community, health, and excellence. We never settle for second best. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks another milestone in the history of our European community as we celebrate more of your success from the past year. Let's all welcome the top rising stars. This coveted award is reserved for first-year associates who have exceeded expectations with phenomenal initial sales and growth. Based on total CVP, the top 3 Rising Star Award celebrates the initiative and drive of these individuals. Now let's proceed to the rank advancements that took place from August of 2020 through February of 2021. Let's move on now to the next level. A recognition ceremony is not just to say congratulations, it's also a time that we get to take to give credit to our leaders and to let them know that they are appreciated. Today can also be the perfect day to say a thank you to the highest associate leaders in USANA Europe. Congratulations to our gold directors and above.
Hi, I'm Jed Makiling.
I'm Jennifer Pingad, and we are your newest Gold Director here in USANA, Germany.
We thank our mentors, coaches, and the team who supported us in this journey.
And we wish you for more rank advancement this 2021. And we will see you on the top.
Hello everyone, especially to our team Next Gen Germany. So we would like to recognize you all for your efforts and for your sleepless nights, guys. I know we have challenges this past few months, but you keep on pushing on your goals.
Yes, and I would like to recognize to our newest gold director in our team. Oh my God, that is the first time, okay? So I would like to congratulate Jen and Jed Makiling for banging the third spot of gold directorship here in Germany. So yeah, we will make another gold directors, another ruby directors, another PPS hitters. Okay, and we will all be going to Mexico and Jamaica this year. So yes, so
Have the burning desire to do USANA and see you at the top.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Giovanni Hidalgo. I'm 35 years old, currently ranked as a Gold Director here in USANA, Barcelona, Spain. Me and my wife, Kisara Fanal, decided to join USANA last year, month of July, by the help of her friend, Carissa Grepo, and right now, I'm currently ranked as a Bronze Director in USANA as well. And when we joined the business, we were a little bit afraid because we don't have any background of digital marketing, networking, digital business. But since when they presented the products, we do love the products, and when we try the products, we were amazed by the results. So I think this is worth sharing. We need to share this. We need to share this to our friends, our family, and to all the Filipino community, not only in Barcelona but entire Spain, by educating them, sharing the knowledge, sharing the vision of my romance to create a healthier world. And we were very, very thankful that we met this amazing opportunity. Thank you, my romance. Thank you, USANA.
Congratulations again to all of our award winners and to everyone who has grown and advanced in their USANA business. I encourage all of you to reach out to those who we just recognized and give them your congratulations as well.
Thank you, and congratulations to all our associates recognized today. Great job and great success. And I'm sure that it will lead to future success, because nothing brings success as success. So I repeated many, many times the word success today. I'm going to speak a little bit about existing and near future USANA activities. And of course, it's about the Business Accelerator bonus. I will just quickly remind you the basics about this promotion. All our USANA associates are eligible to earn a 10% CVP bonus on total SVP generated sales to new personally sponsored associates in period 27 March, 7th of May 2021. So each newly enrolled associate in the home market earns you a 10% bonus on qualified product sales generated by them or to them. Based on the SVPs, and includes initial orders, one-time orders, and auto orders paid and processed during the promotion time. And New associates enrollment period, it's a 6 weeks enrollment period. So they can qualify during 27th of March and 7th of May. But not only that the bonus is earned on qualified purchase the week of the enrollment of the new associate, but the subsequent 8 weeks count towards this bonus. So any purchases over the next 8 weeks count for the Business Accelerator bonus. As I said, this offer, and it's good to recap this, is valid for all initial orders, one-time purchases, and auto orders. And these orders must be processed during the week of enrollment, plus the following 8 commission weeks. Now, the newly sponsored associates will be eligible to receive a free associate welcome kit, so they also benefit, they also are rewarded during this promotion. This kit is awarded to them when they activate a business center on their initial order. So that's basically the mechanics of Business Accelerator bonus. This is a great tool to use it in your daily activity. Hopefully, all of you have more associates because of using this tool, more new associates than you would have had without this promotion in the same period of time. But the key now is to maintain these associates, to engage them early in their USANA life. How can you do this? And I listed here a few suggestions on how you can start right an associate in USANA. First of all, promote Platinum Pay Setter and Premium Platinum Pay Setter bonus to the new associates. This might be a great incentive for them to start focusing their energy into creating a momentum in their new business, in their new USANA business. Also, make a schedule with them, help them, stay with them, and support them to go through the onboarding program. We presented here this new onboarding program, which is a great introduction tool into USANA business for any new associate. Take advantage of it and use it. And then coach, support, and assist each new associate to start right. You will have associates who will say, okay, I started my business center, now what? And it's up to us, up to you to start them right. Help them, coach them, write their contact list. Coach them and support them, be with them when they invite prospects to presentation meetings, and so on. So it's like, supporting and encouraging your kids with homework, with school, and it's a similar process. They will gain strength as they put one step in front of the other in their new USANA life, USANA business, and they will be much more motivated to stick with you because of your support. Manage, and last but not least, manage their expectations to match their reality. Each of us and each of them will join USANA with their own expectations, but it's up to you to match these expectations with your experience and your reality. You have to be dynamic, you have to be focused, you have to be motivated and constant in your approach in order to have success. This should be conveyed to your new associates, and so gauging their expectations of what success means in USANA. And I wish you all best of luck and great success in bringing new associates into USANA business, in spreading the good news that USANA offers solutions both for your health and your financial health, and great sales to you all.
What a fantastic event. New tools, new products, and new product promotions. We've learned how to go back to the basics and how to make connections with people, the importance of follow-up, and how to benefit from the products both to support living a healthy lifestyle and to benefit your business. As we wrap up today, I want to share a personal experience. So one of my hobbies is woodworking, and one of my favorite woods to work with is Alaska paper birch. And I like that wood because it's a wood that can be sustainably used, since I only use naturally fallen trees. The challenge of using a naturally fallen paper birch, though, is that after a tree dies, the wood gets wet, and over time a fungus penetrates the grains and spreads throughout the tree. This is a process called spalting, and it actually adds a really unique pattern and unique characteristics to the wood that can't be found without the fungus. The problem is that while adding character to the wood, it also destroys the fibers, making the wood soft and spongy and unworkable. When I started woodworking, I learned how to apply a stabilization process in which the wood is submerged in a container of resin. Then it's placed in a vacuum chamber. As pressure is removed from the chamber, all of the air is removed from the wood. When the pressure is reintroduced, the atmosphere forces the resin back into the soft, spongy wood in place of the air that was removed. When the resin cures, the previously unworkable wood becomes sturdy and solid, and you can create incredible works of art out of this unique tree. Now, here's a kind of embarrassing confession. Before learning about this process, my family and I used Alaska paper birch as firewood during the long, cold Alaskan winters. I literally lit up in flames what I now consider a very precious commodity. Now, the value of the wood was there all along, but without the tools or my knowledge of how to apply those tools, I had no way to realize the real value of that wood. Likewise, the value of today's presentations lies in each of our hands as we choose to apply them. I'm confident that as we apply these basic but invaluable business practices, tools, and promote these incredible new enhanced products, we'll accelerate our amazing performance in Europe. One last thing, and it's a reminder of just another tool that will help you accelerate that growth, and that is the current promotion, the Business Accelerator Bonus. Now, I know that started just 2 weeks ago, and even though we're already 2 weeks in, we still have 4 weeks remaining. That means that we still have as much time ahead of us in the Business Accelerator Bonus as last year's Business Accelerator Bonus. That's an incredible tool to leverage, whether you've been with USANA for years, days, or are just planning to start today. So thank you again to all of our amazing presenters, a huge shout out to our European staff, and of course, my biggest thanks to you all, our attendees who make meetings like this possible. I can't wait to see you in person as soon as we possibly can, and until then, let's get to work. Everyone ready? Places. Director hat.
Anna, sorry, you were muted.
Welcome everyone.
Bienvenue à tous. Sorry. Just a second, sorry.
Yeah, we all blame Erwin. At least I am. So.
Wow, it's amazing. Nothing natural in this moment, okay?
No.
No, I'm giving that to Toby. Where are you, Toby?
We can make it fun.
It was just misunderstanding. I didn't ask for the flavor. And I bring chocolate.
That's fine.
Oh God. I'm still lost, but never mind.
I don't have the glass, so I barely see the screen.
That's good.
No one's there.
Oh.
We kicked out everyone from home today.
Something like that, because the moment it leaves the screen, Anna's taping her computer back together real quick. Welcome everyone to our first virtual virtual European Power Day.
Anna, do you want a little bit of sunshine vitamin?
Oh, yes. Yes, please. Erwin's me is there.
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry, no, it's here.
See?
Wow, that was like real Vanna White stuff right there. That was perfect. I gotta get to the studio. Sorry, everyone. I'll see you in just a little bit.
Is everything okay?
Let's do this.
How to destroy your reputation in 5 moves.
So yeah, let's go. No?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it, everyone.
Super. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all so much.